The asset life cycle is the process through which an asset is stored, used, maintained, and replaced. A primary goal for asset maintenance in organizations is to optimize the asset life cycle of critical assets, increasing their reliability so that they can perform at the highest output of duration and performance, with reduced downtime and maintenance costs as a result. There are 6 main phases of any asset's life. In Summit, the life cycle phases are applicable to fixed assets and not for consumables or accessories. The first phase is adding assets to the inventory. There are multiple methods of adding assets in inventory in Summit. Adding an asset in inventory means an organization has procured an asset with the investment of money. We can add assets manually in the tool if there are only 1 or 2 assets. When there are multiple assets to be added, we always recommend importing the assets with the help of an Excel file. And the third method to add assets is via the discovery agent. We will talk about this method in upcoming videos. Once the assets are added in the tool, then maintaining the assets comes into picture. Maintaining assets involves updating the assets' details, moving them from one location to another, or sending them to repair, etc. Let us talk about the second phase now, viewing or updating the assets' details. At any stage of asset life cycle, the analyst can change the asset details, provided he or she should have proper access given. The third phase is about allocating the assets to the users. Assets should be in good condition while allocating it. Allocation of assets can be done to single or multiple users depending upon the category of assets. We can even allocate the assets to the location or customer. For example, server, which can be allocated to India or US location. Allocating the asset is nothing but giving assets for use. The fourth phase is asset movement. Moving assets from one location to another location. The movement of assets is required for multiple scenarios, like if a location is running short on asset stock, or if resources change their work location. So, to keep asset inventory updated, we need to make sure that we capture the movement of assets with correct data. And if approvals are needed to move assets from one location to another, we need to make sure those are captured correctly in the tool. Now, if the assets are not working as per the expectations, we need to send them to repair, which is the fifth phase of the asset life cycle. Assets can be sent for repair by the accountable person. It can be location manager or store manager. Users to whom assets are allocated cannot send the assets directly for repair. Sending assets to repair or bringing it back from repair can also have approvals associated if required. When assets are sent to repair, they should be in faulty condition. Good condition assets cannot be sent to repair. The sixth phase is deallocation and deactivating the assets from inventory. This is the disposal of assets when the lifespan ends. Deactivating the asset frees the license as well. Assets must be deallocated first before deactivating. Deactivated assets can be reactivated if required. Or it can be deleted. Deleting the asset will delete the history of the asset.